Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. So, is it time for you to start taking on your clutter and actually take back your home? If so, in this video, I'm going to talk about a challenge that I have and have had, and I did something about it. It's called the 6-week decluttering challenge. So, do you have clutter creep? And what is clutter creep? So is it a new disease? Maybe not, but on some level, it probably is a disease because it's mostly a bad habit that unless you take control of it, it could probably start spreading like wildfire in your life. So how do you know if you have clutter creep? So because it's winter, I know I've been spending a lot more time at home, and I started to notice that I was leaving clothes on my bedroom chair. I'd leave shoes in the living room. And at some point, I saw mail starting to pile up on my kitchen counter, not just for one day, but for a few days in a row. So this isn't like me, and it started to bother me. And that's why I said, why am I doing this? So and then also I saw, a couple of books and a couple of magazines laying next to my favorite chair, and even a little bit of dust collecting in the corners. So what can I do to stop this? I said, I was afraid that if I didn't do something soon, it was going to definitely get out of hand. So maybe on some level, we all have what's called clutter creep. And I wanted to do something about it myself. So I created a new 6-week course, a decluttering challenge that I was selfishly helping myself, but then hopefully I will also help you. So one way to start working on this, and if you feel like clutter has gotten out of control in your own home, just start looking around. Maybe look in the living room and the family room, and things that you don't need, things you don't want, things that are piling up. Lately, I've been hearing a lot from clients who have been spending time this winter cleaning out closets, also the cupboards, the attics, the basements, and they keep saying, I had no idea I had all of this stuff, things that they don't want, they don't use, and they started to notice and pay attention for the first time, maybe in a long time, how much stuff that they'd accumulated. And that's a good thing that they've noticed, because that's the beginning of making some changes if you want to. And they also started to question, why did I buy this stuff in the first place? Why have I held on to it? And why am I having such a hard time letting go of some of it? What they also noticed was how relieved they were once they did let it go, once they did donate or dispose of it, and once they did declutter their homes. And when they had less stuff, they finally realized how much clutter was contributing to the stress and the overwhelm in their lives. I don't know if you know this, but over 300,000 items is the number of items that an average American household has. So it was a University of California study that concluded that number, which is a lot of stuff. So as Americans, we're dueling with clutter. We're dueling with too much stuff in our homes, and it's impacting our health, our wealth, and our well-being and our relationships. Clutter really can consume our lives because it takes time, money, and all of our energy to organize it, to manage it. So if you're experiencing clutter creep, like I have been, and if you're noticing maybe for the first time in a long time that it's kind of creeping in and taking over your house and your mind, and it's draining you of energy that could be used on something that you'd much rather be doing, you're definitely not alone. It might also be the time to start dealing with it and doing something about it. That's why I created this course, the 6-week decluttering challenge, and maybe selfishly because as I share it with you too, I'm experiencing the same clutter creep. Even though I downsized a number of years ago and I do have far less stuff, clutter still creeps back into your life if you allow it. So I created this course called the 6-week decluttering challenge, win the duel with clutter and get your life back. You'll learn how to battle the clutter just like I am. So it's a very easy course. You just take one step, one drawer, one closet at a time, and you'll start to discern, why did you buy so much in the first place? So this is also not just a physical decluttering, but it's also a mental decluttering, that battle that goes on in our heads to maybe tell us why we're keeping all this stuff. So the course does dig into that. I do hope that it'll help you. I know it's certainly helping me. I'm right there with you, taking that journey and this challenge. And when you do take the course, would you please get back to me at my email, Rita Wilkins at ritawilkins.com, or on my Facebook or LinkedIn. I would love to hear from you and know that the course made a difference and that you're starting to enjoy a simpler life with less.